So, Quinn, the topic that we're going to talk about now is going to be about a word that was offensive to not just black people, but people of ethnic groups. We're going to talk about the N word. What were your earliest memories of this term that has such offensive origins but is now prevalent?
I think the first time I heard it, I was in Walmart. I was lost in Walmart,
What age were you?
really young, probably like elementary school. Yeah. I was lost in Walmart and I was looking for my mom and I couldn't find her. And just off to the side somewhere, I just heard, hey, look at that little lost. And I was young at the time. I couldn't really do anything about it. I don't even think I told my mom. I was just too busy crying, trying to find her. But
So,
that stayed in my mind
okay.
since then.
Do you still have like that? You still have valid, detailed memories of that day, like looking for your mom and hearing that individual saying that?
Yeah.
Wow.
I remember I went to go look at some Beyblades, and I turned around and she was gone.
The word noun is used as a term of endearment. Would you agree?
I suppose so. I suppose so. It varies, right?
Has the term, the modern version of the term, ever been used as an insult towards you?
No. Oh, no.
Have you ever been called the ER version of the word?
Yes. I was taking MARTA. I was taking MARTA. I think I was working at the Georgia Dome at the time, and just drunk white people just coming from the dome. It was like, hey, move. It just happened more times than you would think.
Okay.
It was more than one person.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So it's like a group of people saying it.
yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
It was
How
like,
did you react after that incident?
I wanted to get physical, but it was like I was working,
Okay.
right? For one, and two, it was like, well, if I do react, I'm the only person who's going to get in trouble, which is the unfortunate thing about it.
Okay. Whether we are blacks or other, because it wasn't me personally. I don't think MLK was marching just for black people. It was marching for people of color. And I guess the long term effects of what he did was, whether he realized it or not, is that that term is now universal. With the term now being universal, you think it should be used so openly now that it's a word that's so accepted nowadays?
I think context matters. I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
Okay.
I just think it's going to get more and more accepted to use that word.
Okay. So as we head into the future with all this technology and us having kids and our kids having kids, you feel like it's just gonna continue
Yeah,
being used. Okay.
yeah.
Among your friends or your closest friends, how is it decided who says it and who should? Like, is there like a code as to?
No, it's just we just casually say it.
Okay.
You know.
Was there ever a time when you or a group of your friends had to humble someone for them using the word so casually or freely?
Yeah, we was I don't know, Stonecrest Mall.
Hmm.
We was over there one time, and it was like a group. I don't want to say group. It was like two or three white boys rap, and they was just shouting in the mall. The lyrics to I don't remember what song it was.
They were shouting that word?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because it was part of a song.
Okay.
And we were like, hey, bro, don't even do that. First, you're in a predominantly black area, so you might get killed out here doing that, bro.
So before you and your friends told those individuals to chill out, when they were openly shouting that term out, were other people even looking at them crazy?
Yeah, yeah. You can
Oh,
see people looking at them.
okay. But y'all just felt the need to like approach them and tell them the
We
truth.
didn't even, they was like, we was just walking by, and there was just like right here in the area,
Okay.
just singing it.
Okay. I'm not trying to be biased, but we've all heard non-blacks using the term.
Hmm.
So how many of your non-black friends are you okay using the term?
Honestly, none.
Okay.
Because it's just, like I say, context is vague, man.
Okay.
And you don't know how sincere people really are.
Okay.
And once they just get used to saying it, and when they get mad at you one day, and they just throw it out, and you shot Pikachu face, it's like you gave them the okay to like slur you. You know what I mean?
Have you ever been secretly caught using the term?
No,
Okay,
because I'm a professional at code switching.
okay.
Yeah.
So, like for example, like there's times when I got caught. You know how I don't know about you, but I have a tendency of like speaking to myself from time to time.
Mm, mm.
So I remember one time I was just talking to myself and I said it. And then like, an individual I was never expecting to hear the word just heard it. And it's just like, I guess ever since they caught me saying it, they would look at me weird ever since. This was like back in the day, like, school days. But I guess ever since it was someone that was non-black that caught me saying it. So it's just like, like we weren't close, but every time like I locked on each other, it's just like, that memory will always, come back. So I guess there was never a time you just secretly got caught saying it at a.
Not that way. I remember I got caught saying damn to my mom when I was younger.
Okay.
Yeah.
So describe times in school where, punishment was the result of the term being used or shouted or.
I never got punished because I never said it in front of my mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about, friends that you know that 'cause I know a couple, like the word got used and it's like teachers sends that student to the principal's office and
Oh yeah, I've seen people go to like ISS.
in school suspension.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of those.
Have you ever seen a fight start due to the word being used?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Many times or
a lot,
okay.
a lot.
You mind describing like the most memorable fight that you could recall just off of that word being used?
I remember it was at a church one time.
Wow.
Yeah, it was at a church one time, and just somebody said it just to my friend. Then uh, my other friend, my friend has a brother, and they just went and just jumped the dude, and I just sat there and I was like, yeah.
And this happened at a church setting?
Yeah, it was
Wow.
like
So
in front of the church, like when church was getting ready to leave, everybody was getting ready to leave. He just he just came up to one of my friends because he thought he was like a punk because he was a little bit of a shy guy.
do you have kids?
No,
When you plan on having kids, how do you plan on educating them about the word?
I think I'll just wait until it comes up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm afraid that if I put it in their head a little bit too early,
Okay.
it might do something.
When
May
we
regret.
when we drink at social functions, we can let a couple words slip out, and the word we're talking about happens to be one of those. Was there ever a time you felt that you were judged for letting the word slip out too much? Okay.
I'm very good at being able to control what I say because I always think about what I want to say and who I say it to.
Describe the various ways that the term can be used, because it could be used in a.
It can be like friend. It can be aggressive. It can be combative. Yeah, things like that.
Have you ever heard your parents say the word?
No, I don't think I did.
Okay.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, I don't think I did.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they say it.
Okay. But you just haven't caught them saying
I
it?
haven't caught them. I don't think my mom had caught me saying it either.
Okay.
Yeah,
You don't think she ever caught you saying it?
no.
Oh,
She
okay.
probably know I do, but I don't think she caught me saying it.
Have you ever caught one of your siblings saying it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, they just let that shit fly. Yeah.
Really? Okay. What about your neighbors? Have you ever caught your neighbors saying the term?
Yeah, I live in an all black neighborhood, so
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Was there ever a time when you've been disappointed or couldn't look at someone the same due to that word being used?
Yeah, yeah. When I was in college,
Okay.
yeah, Asian dude said it.
Okay.
And I was like, man, you was cool until then, man. Like I just can't look at you the same because now I'm judging you.
Okay. It
Yeah,
destroyed the friendship,
yeah,
the dynamic. Okay.
yeah.
The way it's looking like, it seems like the word is here to stay. So what is the future of the term?
I think it's gonna be here to stay, whether we like it or not.
Okay.
Yeah, continue to be more popular, more popular. I'm not sure if it's gonna be fully accepted by the black community that everybody can say it, but it's just it's slowly getting there, unfortunately.
Me, for instance, I was born in Atlanta, but I was raised in the Ivory Coast.
Mm,
So me, when I came back to the United States and I started elementary school, I had an accent and everything. So it's like I started noticing that when I used the term, I would say that they knew I was different.
yeah,
So it was just like, man, even though I'm black, I can use the term, but it's like they notice the accent and they're like, oh, you know.
yeah,
So it's just like I basically came up with an abbreviation of the term. So it's just like I took the NI and yeah, I basically, long story short, I started abbreviating the term
mm,
to not offend the black Americans. So it's just like, like y'all can't get upset at me if, you know, and that has happened before where it's just like, um, I wouldn't comfortably or casually let it slip, but there were times it's like, certain settings I would say it and it's like, I could tell they would look at me kind of funny because it's
mm,
just like I'll say it and then it's like, oh, where are you from? And it's
yeah,
just like, dang, I'm not trying to have to answer that every time. So it's just like, you know what, let me just abbreviate this term. And it got to the point where, you know, the even to this day, I abbreviate the term. Like I
mm,
don't, even if I'm to say it fully, it's like, man, I'm having a bad day or someone really got under my skin.
mm,
But that's a habit I started doing when I was, very young. It's just like, man, I already knew I was different. So to not get me in any unwanted situations with black Americans, it's like, man, let me abbreviate this term every
yeah,
time. And I feel like it's due to having the accent. If I didn't have the accent, it's like, I'll be saying it like,
yeah.
but I feel like it's a blessing in disguise for me to abbreviate it because, it helped me in, you know, many settings. So I guess that's one take right there.
How long did it take you to lose the accent?
Like even when I'm talking now, I notice the accent.
Oh yeah,
There's times it comes. There's times I don't sense it, but there's times I do. So but yeah, man, I think the N word it's something that even me like I would hold myself from even saying. It's
hmm.
just like if I'm cool with someone, I'll just tell them that abbreviated version. So yeah, man. Thank you, Quentin, for this interview.
Oh yeah, no problem, man. Thank you for having me.